I'm back again, and this is probably gonna be my last review for a while because I'm gonna be enjoying Halloween. And speaking of which, if you notice my attire's a little different, I'm letting somebody borrow my hat for a Freddy Krueger costume for Halloween. He's gonna use it for a haunted house. And considering Halloween's coming up on us, I bet you expect me to review something spooky and scary. And I do have something on the mind. It's not spooky per se, but it definitely is one of the scariest video game topics you can talk about. The Sonic series. Now, in my defense, I do love the Sonic series, even the 3D ones. I was introduced to it through a member of that fellow in the Coat.com named Raushutsu, aka Danny. She's no longer around, and I mean, she's alive, obviously, but her channel's not around anymore. I mean, I've found a couple clips of her crossing over with Huey Two-More, but that's about it. I don't know what happened. Well, anyway, she introduced me to Sonic, and I figured, maybe I haven't been quite fair to this series, so I gave it a shot, and I liked it. I even was one of the few that actually gave it a shot at the first Sonic Adventure game, which this is a sequel to. And much like me versus the Game Grumps, the Grumps and I almost went insane during Big the Cat's mission, but in my opinion, it's not bad. The first one's not too bad. I mean, I played it once or twice, I don't remember on what, but it was a fairly decent game. Not perfect, but delightfully cheesy. This game is no different. Basically the only difference is that it's got some different characters, better voice acting, and better graphics. You still gotta go around, collect Chaos Emeralds, and you can pick a character, whichever you want to play. And the story basically is that. You go collecting Chaos Emeralds, you pick which side you want to play. You can play as either Sonic or Shadow, or other characters. Now, I'm gonna get this out of the way before people start questioning me. Not that many Sonic characters provoke the same amount of hate out of me that they get out of many fans, like Amy and Shadow. I don't mind them. Amy, I actually kind of feel sorry for, because if you ask me, if she's able to run as fast as Sonic and carry around that big frickin' hammer, or BFH as I call it, she must be out of the Blue Blur's league. And for Shadow, I hate his game, but I think he's kind of cool. He's kind of like a hedgehog Batman. And I know I'm not making a pun out of that. But plus, he's one of the few Sonic characters that doesn't care about using firearms. Seriously, I mean, think about it. Think of how fast Sonic Sat AM would have ended if they just added one character that could just blast them away with some futuristic piece of weaponry. But hey, it wouldn't be the same. I'll admit, it would not be the same. So, it's good versus evil. You pick which side. You could either save the world or conquer it, combat your friends in battle mode, or you can play it. You could play as Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, and Ada Wong reincarnated into a bat. I mean, Rouge. I mean, let's face it, they're the same character. Same teasing attitude, same impossible site identification. They're basically the same. And don't even get me started on the fan club for these characters. I do not want to get those guys on my back again. Anyway, I can't really measure this game's score in stars, because in this game, nothing can be measured in stars. You just have to play it for yourself, draw your own conclusion. I personally like it. It's not perfect, but it's your own game. I know I've been unfair to Sonic in the past, and I'm trying to make up for it. People ask me for my opinion on Sonic Boom, and I'm like, I don't know, guys. Knuckles looks silly. The characters are a little, well, out of character. It just doesn't click the same way. Doesn't click the same way that like Sonic X did. But whatever, draw your own conclusion. If you're a fan, you're gonna like it. If you're not, you can turn around and walk away. As for Sonic, Sonic 06. I was going to review that one day, but that actually requires finishing the game. And I learned my lesson since my first reviews, which were the Resident Evil series, and yeah, I'll admit, a lot of those games I did not get the plot right. I screwed up big time with those reviews, and I probably misled quite a few people who hadn't played the games. And they're probably disappointed in me for that, to which I apologize. I'll try to do better in future reviews, maybe even redo those. But my point is, if I'm going to review a game that requires me seeing the game all the way through, or beating it all the way through, and, no, I could not beat Sonic 06. I could not. No one can. I mean, the Grumps tried, and they gave up. They gave up after Silver's campaign, and you know what? I can't blame them. And besides, I kind of broke the game. It made me so mad that I took the disc to the shooting range along with copies of Operation Raccoon City and shot them to pieces. But whatever. Let me get back on topic. Sonic Adventure 2, it's considered one of the best Sonic games. Just, you gotta play it for yourself and draw your own conclusion, but odds are you're gonna have to own a GameCube if you're gonna get your hands on this. This is probably one of the very few popular GameCube games out there. Which is a shame, because I personally like the GameCube. I mean, I grew up with Nintendo, I played the Super Nintendo for a good chunk of my life, and then there was the Nintendo 64, which I skipped over because, I don't know, the games looked kinda off to me, and they weren't. And they hadn't gotten 3D platforming down just right yet. So I went to PlayStation. They did that okay, I guess, but for the FMV, cover your eyes. But then the GameCube came along, and I actually went frickin' Indiana Jones style to get the GameCube, just like with Mike Matei. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I was in the same place as him trying to get the GameCube. But whatever. I still get this game for yourself, draw your own conclusions, and I'm trying to get my Soul Calibur 3 review out, but I just haven't found the time to play the game as much. But what goes around comes around, and I still gotta beat a good couple of games that I've got if I'm gonna review them. Till then, see you next time.